Hello, sunshines. Welcome to Bunnyfish Crafts. I'm your host, Heather, known as Bunnyfish, and it is currently 4:30 in the morning. I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning for no reason, and I've been hanging out working on the purple blanket, but I have had an idea percolating in my brain for, I don't know, probably a couple of weeks. How long ago did I make this headband? That was in April, right? So I made this headband and I have worn it every day since I made it because I needed a lighter weight headband but thicker than the previous fingering weight headband I had made for myself because my ears get cold at work. Also, it's still spring here in Michigan and the weather doesn't know if it wants to be 30 degrees or 80 degrees. Our temperature spread for today and the next few days is highs of 55 or highs of 80. So it's fun over here for my sinuses. Anyway, I love this headband. I think it's so cute. The colors are great. It's got silk content, which is great. I don't have a lot of silk yarn though. And I want another headband. And I kind of want a bright green headband. And I also want, instead of having like a solid portion right here, I want, I don't know, like, do you know those like headbands where it's like five strings or whatever, something like that? That's kind of what I want. So I think I'm going to use this headband as a template because it fits really, really well. And I think I'm going to make myself a headband today. Hopefully today. It might take more than today. I don't know. I'm definitely not finishing it before school. But I'm going to see how far I can get. So important things about this headband that I want to make for myself. I need it to be really thin. Here, I'm sorry, my hair might look crazy without my headband on because I've had my headband on for a couple hours. Okay, so I do like it really thin in the back, so I'm going to keep that. I do then need it to get wide over my ears because my ears get cold in the air conditioning at work. And when my ears get cold, I have problems. Like actual medical problems. Because when my ears get cold, then I get ear infections or my ear, nose, throat connectors, like they don't get infected, but they get really, really sore for days. Like if my ears are cold for an hour, I feel the pain in my ear, nose, throat connectors for days. So apparently I'm a headband girly now. Apparently that's a thing because I don't always like my hair to be down, which, you know, my hair being down would keep my ears warm. But I don't always like it down because then it's touching me. And I don't always love that. So I put it up, but then my ears might get cold. So I'm going to use this as a template. Probably keep the same stitch count as what I have here, because it works really, really well for what I want to wear, and use the measurements of this. And hopefully that'll work out really, really well, even though it'll be a different construction, and hopefully it won't be too big. If it's too big, it'll be okay because I can like sew the back to be tighter together. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. I haven't looked to see if there's a pattern like this anywhere. I am not going to use a pattern. I'm not going to write the pattern. I'm just going to draft the pattern and see how it goes. The yarn I'm going to be using, I know this lighting is terrible, I'm sorry, is Ba Yarns La Jolla in the heirloom colorway. And I believe that for my first headband, I used this hook, which is a Prim size H. I'll know pretty quickly if that's not the size I used because my stitches will be wildly different looking, but I'm pretty sure that that's what I used. I think I'm going to start out with a foundation single crochet. And do I want to make this like Mobius style? I think I might. Like with a little twist in the back. I think I might do that. I'm 4 stitches in, but that's looking really loosey-goosey. Maybe I used a size F. Okay, size F hook. Those stitches look much, much better. They look similar enough to what I have on here. Maybe a little tighter, but also my current headband is stretched out, so I think that's good. Hey, sunshines. I have about 3.5 rounds to go. No. Yes, 3.5 rounds to go. I did end up doing it Mobius style, so I am always adding to the outside of the loop instead of having to turn or working from the bottom up. I'm always adding to the outside. So I'm really, really close. But I have to start getting ready for work in a few minutes. So I'll probably take this as pocket crochet, especially if I can finish up the next round, because then I just have to chain into these on the following rounds, and it's pretty quick. So, new headband today? That would be exciting because the one I'm wearing needs to be washed. I have already washed it once since I made it, but it needs to be washed again. So, it would be exciting to be able to change it out. And, I am ready for work now. I don't know what my hair's doing, but I think the green headband would look really cute with this like limey green shirt that has purple writing on it. It's one of our school t-shirts, so I think it would look cute with that. Yeah, I'm gonna try to finish it. I think I could do this. Maybe in the first half of the day as I'm walking around classrooms. My first period is working on projects, so I'm kind of just walking around the classroom, double checking that students are supposed to be doing what they're supposed to be doing, but not a ton of input for me. It's day 2 of a 3-day project. So most of their questions were asked yesterday. I feel like that's usually how it goes. So maybe I'll finish it during first period. That would be so exciting. Hey, sunshines. I'm on my vibration plate at work. The time just stopped and I ran out of yarn. And I have 2 rounds to go. But luckily, I didn't actually run out of the yarn because I have a nugget that I had set aside. Actually, I think both of these are going to go in my nor'easterly, or were going to. This is yarn that Haley sent me. I did a certain shade of green. This right here is from that. And Haley sent me back her leftovers after she made her project with a certain shade of green advent calendar. And I had one 5-gram mini set left from that like adventure, so I have this one also, and both sets are going to go in my nor'easterly. I'm planning on having a green stripe in that blanket, just only green yarns, but I'll be able to use them in the headband. I think I'm going to start with this one first and see how far I can get, but 2 rounds to go. However, it's almost time to get started on things today, although it's not really, because I do come into work very early so I can slowly transition into my day. So now I'm going to journal and change my glasses to my work glasses. I have glasses that don't fit under my sunglasses, so I leave them at work because they're blue screen protected. Oh, I feel like an old lady having to switch out my glasses. Is that weird for me to say? I mean, I'm not young. I'm about to be 40, but... And the prescriptions are the same. It's just those ones don't fit under my sunglasses. So yeah, journal, and then maybe I'll get a little more crochet in before my actual on-the-clock time starts. Hey, sunshines. Microwave in the background. Sorry, I'm making my lunch. But look, I did finish it while I was walking around my first 2 class periods. I think it turned out super cute. I'm really pleased with it. And I have just a teeny bit of yarn left over from the ball of yarn and didn't have to break into the mini at all, which is exciting. Also, it fits really well and it covers my ears, which is important. Hey, sunshines, just checking in about the headband. Can I also just say that I really, really love that this month is not hot yet, although in another few days it's supposed to be like almost 90 degrees. Excuse me, which is disgusting because I just want to be cozy in my I have a hand knit blanket, a crocheted blanket, and then I have my fuzzy penguin blanket because otherwise it's just a little bit chilly. And I really like that it's a little bit chilly. Anyway, headband. I really, really liked it. It turned out great. It was comfortable. It was a cute way to use up a little bit of yarn. And sorry, sleepiness. And I am really happy about how it drafted out. I did take notes, kind of. They're not notes. They're just like stitch counts for the different parts of the headband. So like the band across the back, how long each, or like how wide each ear panel needs to be to adequately cover my ears. And then the front. Excuse me. So I can like make another headband because apparently I'm a headband girly and I didn't know it. But only one person noticed that I had a new headband. Nobody else. It's fine. I don't expect other people to be like, ooh, you have a new headband. Although sometimes my students do. But the art teacher was like, oh, is that a new headband? And I said, yeah, I made it this morning. And she was like, oh, it's so cute. So that was, I don't know, fun fact. All right, friends, I am going to go to sleep because obviously I am tired. Excuse me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.